Hey, so loves, it's Kimberly, and this is a emergency weekend forecast. It's like, yeah, we got too much stuff going on, lad. I've got to bring this information to you all. There's just one thing after another that we've been integrating this week, and we are definitely in a time period of evolution and if that's what you choose for it to be, or you could be devolving if that's what you choose. It's all about the choice and what you feel. So if you feel a lot of stuff going on, then you're just in alignment with what's happening with the planets. And I will tell you one thing. A friend called me this morning because she had an incident out, driving, to ask me what the hell was going on. And it's like, if you've not cleared up your shit, other people have not cleared up their shit. And so if the two of you come together, it's going to be a really shitty weekend. And that energy's not just for now. It's what the collective is collapsing and what you came in with your codes so that and said that you would do this. So that's what we're in. We're in some really big energies right now. And I just lost my place. Okay. So let me bring you, this is going to be like a 4-day forecast for Friday through Monday because we've got so much stuff piled up. I always do the big ass transits. Well, all the big ass transits are all happening right now together. So I've already done one on the Mars Jupiter conjunct that's actually happening today. And we're in the energy of that and then what it's leading up to. So go make sure that you watch that one so you can understand what all it is that we're unraveling. So as we step into this weekend, this is August the 16th, we'll find ourselves in the middle of some truly powerful and transformative energies. The cosmos is alive with tension. Yeah, breakthroughs. It's an undercurrent of evolutionary change that's going to affect all of us. So we're going to look at what the stars have in store for us for this weekend and how that energy what it's going to do in the cycles that we're in. So I'm going to go through what this intensity is all about, and we're going to go into 5 things you need to know with it in the collective, and then into your own sign, what that is for you on these 4 big transits that we've got going on. So I'm going to give you a little blurb on all 4 of them and what the focus is in your life, and then we'll do an energy transmission because that's what I do on this. So this intensity, it's potential for transformation. And this energy is just like off the charts with this. And you're the one that's going to get to choose how you use this, whether you use it in conflict or you use it in expansion. So the intensity, um, for sure, it's to navigate during these cosmic currents with care. Okay. So it's a time that we started out with the Jupiter Mars conjunct and square to Saturn. Okay. So that's part of the intense energies. This weekend, it's marked with accumulation from this Mars Jupiter conjunct on Friday. That's alignment that only occurs once every 2 years. Mars, the planet of action and drive and conflict, merges with expansive Jupiter, amplifying our energies, our motivation, and sometimes our tempers. However, this potent conjunct is met with a challenging square from Saturn in Pisces, creating a significant push out of the dynamic. On one hand, we're eager to move forward and to break barriers and expand our horizons. And on the other, Saturn's influence is demanding. It's caution, it's discipline, it's responsibility. This tension is likely to manifest in both personal and collective conflicts, with many of us feeling like we're being held back or blocked from achieving our goals. So it's crucial during this time period to practice patience, approach obstacles with calm, methodical mindset. The energy is highly combustible, you all. It really is. And its impulsive actions could lead to regrettable consequences. Okay. And then we have Mercury, communication breakdowns. Mercury is going to be squaring Uranus. And as we navigate these challenging energies, Mercury, the planet of communication, squaring off with Uranus, the planet of sudden change and innovation, it's an aspect that's exact on the 18th, and we'll feel the influence throughout the weekend, and then plus on into whatever, soul clearing that it does for you. So Mercury's in Leo, and it wants it's to express boldly and creative, but Uranus is in Taurus, which brings unexpected disruptions that could lead to miscommunications or shocking revelations. And then on top of that, we have Mercury conjuncting the sun, going into a Cazimi, into the heart of the sun. So it's a time when we may receive news that completely changes our perspective or disrupts our plans. So the best way to handle this energy is to remain flexible and open-minded. Avoid making hasty decisions based on incomplete information, and be prepared for things to not go as expected, because you are in the hero's journey, my dear. We are navigating the tension. The current astrological setup also brings forth a dramatic narrative, one that mirrors the classic journey of the hero's journey. The battle between Mars and Saturn can be seen as a clash between youthful vigor and established authority, between the desire to forge ahead and the need to respect tradition and limits. It's a time where many of us will be tested on our patience, our discipline, and our ability to balance ambitious ambition with caution. There's also a strong element of self-mastery present. While the energy is challenging, it's also incredibly constructive. The Mars-Saturn square, while difficult, is known as the master builder. The energy in astrology, um, it's the kind of tension that, when managed correctly, can lead to significant achievements and personal goals. The key is to harness the energy with intention and care, avoiding the recklessness, the actions, and instead focus on what can be steadily and methodically built. Okay? Then we have Venus, Jupiter, and Aquarius full moon coming in on the 19th, adding another layer to this complex weekend, because we'll already be in the energy of the full moon. Venus is in Virgo, squaring Jupiter in Gemini, bringing issues related to overindulgence, unrealistic expectations, challenges in balance and pleasure with practicality. This transit can make us feel spread too thin, especially if we try to juggle the multiple responsibility or desires. It's important to take a step back on self-care, ensuring we're not overextending ourselves. So all this builds up to the full moon in Aquarius on August the 19th, which is Monday, which will be felt strongly over the weekend. That full moon is at 27 degrees Aquarius, and it's a powerful moment for revelation, for change, particularly in areas of innovation, social structures, and collective efforts. The moon's opposition to the sun in Leo, combined with its square to Uranus, suggests unexpected breakthroughs could occur, shaking up our routine and challenging our views. So navigating these intense transits this weekend requires awareness, preparation, and so I'm going to give you 5 keys to keep in mind during this time period. Expect the unexpected. With Uranus playing a significant role in this weekend's transit, surprises and sudden changes are likely, whether it's in your personal life, finances, or career. Stay flexible, open minded. These disruptions, while challenging, could lead to innovative solutions and breakthroughs. Number two, balance action with patience. The Mars Saturn square suggests a clash between the desire to act and the need for discipline. You may feel frustrated by delays or obstacles, but rushing forward could backfire. Focus on building a solid foundation, making strategic moves rather than reacting impulsively. Number 3, prioritize communication. Mercury's activity, especially with the Cazimi, when it goes into the heart of the sun, heightens the importance of clear communication. Understandings are possible, and particularly with that Mercury Uranus square takes extra care to articulate your thoughts and double check information before making decisions. Number 4, manage emotional intensity. Venus squaring Jupiter and opposing Saturn may stir up emotions, especially around relationships and finances. You may feel torn between indulgence and responsibility. Practice self discipline and avoid making hasty decisions driven by strong emotions. Number 5, embrace personal growth. This weekend, transits offers the opportunities for significant personal development, whether it's overcoming subconscious blocks, refining your values, or reassessing your goals. Use this time for introspection, self development, and focus on what truly aligns with your long term vision. So proceed with caution. Be careful. This weekend's energies are both intense and transformative. We're at a breaking point where something has to give, whether it's outdated thinking, restrictive relationships, or long held belief. Um, while the potential for conflict is high, so is the potential for significant breakthroughs, personal growth, and the key is to remain grounded, patient, and open to the lessons that the universe is presenting. As you move through this weekend, take time to reflect, to avoid impulsive actions, to focus on what truly matters. It's a powerful time for setting the stage for future success, but only if we approach it with wisdom and restrain that Saturn demands. So stay safe, stay grounded, and remember this too shall pass, and that brighter days are ahead. So this weekend is truly one for the books. And the intensity and the potential for transformation are off the charts. So be sure to navigate these cosmic currents with care. So let's breathe in that energy, and now we're going to move into all signs and our energy transmission. So, right before I move into all signs, this is my public service announcement. Like, share, do all of those things that you do, subscribe, and make my numbers go up. And then I'll keep coming back and doing more and more of these because I love doing these. I love being with you all. So, any comments that you have, any questions that you have about this, that you want to know how to navigate these energies, then just let me know. I'll probably do one on the full moon by itself and throw some stones at you all because I don't think I've done that in a little while. So we'll look at doing that. Okay. I am Kimberly Crow. I am a Western astrologer using whole sign system for this energy analysis. Listen up to your big three. Your rising sign is what your soul and your spirit came to arise to be in this DNA skin suit for your evolutionary path. Your sun is the light that you shine out into the world. It's what's reflected back through you, through your personality. It can be your career in your chart, and it can be male authority figures, including your father, the mood. The moon is the mood, and it is your emotional IQ, how you want to be nurtured and how you nurture others. And it could be your mother in your chart. So we're going to do the three things that are, I'm going through all four of the transits. So the three things that are up for you and the illumination that the full moon's bringing. Okay, so here we go. Aries. It's about responsibilities and overwhelm with Venus in your sixth house, opposing Saturn in your 12th, and squaring Jupiter in your third. You may feel overwhelmed by your duties. You're torn between managing your responsibilities and expanding your skills or taking new projects on. Seeking philosophical reflection for guidance or from a mentor could help you find balance. Creative inspiration. The sun Mercury Cazimi coming in is on your fifth house, in your fifth house, bringing a burst of creative energy, especially in areas of romance, children, and self expression. However, the square to Uranus in your second house suggests sudden financial changes. Stay flexible and recesses of your financial strategies, okay? Inner reflection, Jupiter and Saturn square impacts on your communication and subconscious. It's time to overcome hidden fears and blocks. Focus on mindfulness and self reflection to navigate these changes. That moon that's coming in on Monday, the illumination, the sun is illuminating your fifth house, focusing on creativity, romance, and projects. The full moon is in your 11th house, highlights your social networks, long term goals, and group associates. Expect significant developments in your community involvement and be prepared for sudden changes in your financial situation or personal values due to the square to Uranus in your second house. It's time for you to evaluate your connections and align to your social activities with your aspirations, Aries. Taurus, your theme is going to be passion and finances when Venus is in your fifth house squares Jupiter in your second and opposes Saturn in your 11th. You might explore new passions, but watch for overspending. Align your values with your actions and consider seeking financial advice. Home and identity. The Mercury Cazimi in your 12th house brings clarity to your domestic life, but the square to Uranus in your first house suggests these insights may challenge your sense of self. Embrace these changes as growth and opportunities because you've got social and financial balance hanging out in there. The financial setbacks or social obligations may arise with the Jupiter Saturn square affecting your second and 11th house. Strength, friendships, and focus on realistic financial goals. On Monday, that full moon is going to illuminate in your 10th house of career with public image that brings attention to your professional life and your reputation. With Uranus in your first house, there may be sudden shifts in how you see yourself, how others perceive you. This is a powerful time to rethink your career path and to embrace on a new professional opportunities. Balancing home and career is crucial for you. Okay, Taurus. Gemini. Home versus career. It's going to be your theme. Venus in your fourth house opposes Saturn in your 10th and squares Jupiter in your first. You may feel tensions between personal life and professional aspirations. Relationships could offer support during this time period. Communication and clarity is going to be coming in with that Sun, Mercury, Cazimi in your third house. It enhances communication. But the square to Uranus in your 12th house indicates insight from unexpected sources. Embrace these revelation for deeper understanding. Coming up for you is identity and career growth. With that Jupiter Saturn square, it impacts your first and 10th houses, bringing challenges in career and self doubt. Focus on aligning your personal and professional identities and seek some mentorship. That full moon is going to illuminate your ninth house, highlights travels, education, and philosophical pursuits. Sudden insights or revelations may challenge your belief system. Thanks to Uranus in your 12th house of spirituality, the subconscious um, and the subconscious. Stay flexible and open to new perspectives. Listen for those downloads. Explore the opportunities that broaden your horizon, Gemini. Cancer, routines versus spiritual growth. Your third house squares Jupiter in the 12th and opposes Saturn in the ninth, and you may feel conflict between daily routines and spiritual needs. Focus on self care and preparing for making big moves. Financial insights. The Cazimi on your second house highlights finances and value, self value, but the square to Uranus in your 11th house suggests changes in your social circle may impact your financial situation. Be open to shifts in friendships that influence your financial strategies. Inner conflict resolutions. Jupiter Saturn square in your 12th and ninth house may bring inner turmoil or conflicts with institutions. Engage in perspection and spiritual practices for peace and clarity. That full moon is going to illuminate in your 8th house, focused on shared resources, debts, and deep emotional bonds. Uranus in your 11th house may bring unexpected changes in your financial networks and affect your financial goals. It's time to dive deep into your your resale, your resources and your shared resources. Embrace on personal transformation. Embrace the personal transformation during this time period. Leo, financial goals versus social tensions. Venus in your second house squares Jupiter in the 11th and opposes Saturn in the 8th, creating tension between financial goals and social groups. Creative expression may help alleviate some stress. Your personal identity with the Sun, Mercury, Cazimi in your first house brings some personal insights, but the square to Uranus in your 10th house suggests some career changes that may challenge your sense of identity. Stay open to new professional opportunities. Social and financial balance. The Jupiter Saturn square in your 11th house and your 8th house may bring some financial entanglements or shared resource conflicts. Focus on transparency and nurturing supportive relationship. On Monday, that full moon is going to illuminate in your 7th house of partnerships. It brings relationships to the forefront. Uranus in your 10th house may cause unexpected changes in your professional life, impacting your partnerships. Focus on maintaining balance in your relationships and addressing the power struggles. The energy of the supermoon and the blue moon makes it a potent time for endings and revelations, Leo. Virgo, personal identity versus relationship demands. Venus in your first house opposes Saturn in the seventh and squares Jupiter in the 10th, bringing challenges and imbalancing your personal identity with relationships and career demands. Finding peace at home could provide support. Subconscious insights for you with that Cazimi in your 12th house. It illuminates your subconscious, but it's square to Uranus in your ninth house. So it may bring sudden changes in the world view for you. Embrace new perspective for some inner growth. Career and partnership balance for you. The Jupiter Saturn square is in your 10th and 7th houses and may bring conflicts between career ambitions and relationships. So the balance, work, and personal responsibilities for success. That full moon is going to illuminate your sixth house of health and daily routines. It highlights the need for balance in your work and home life. With Uranus in your ninth house, there could be disruptions related to travel, education, or your world view. It's time to implement healthier routines and make practical changes for better productivity and well being. Virgo. Libra, hidden fears and health issues is your theme with this. Venus in your 12th house squares Jupiter in the ninth, opposes Saturn in the sixth, bringing hidden fears or health issues into a conflict with your growth desires. Focus on mental health and stress management. Social clarity is coming to you through that Cazimi in your 11th house. It brings insights into social connections. But the square to Uranus in your 8th house suggests changes in financial partnerships that may impact your goals. Embrace shifts in your shared resources. There'll be a discipline in your daily routines focus that'll come up. Jupiter and Saturn square your ninth and sixth houses may bring some academic pressure or health issues. Develop disciplined habits and prioritize your self care. That full moon is going to illuminate your fifth house of creativity, romance, and it may bring accumulation or ending to a project or a relationship. Uranus in your eighth house of shared resources could introduce unexpected financial changes. Embrace your creative passions and nurture your relationships while also being mindful of financial matters tied to others, Libra. Scorpio, social versus financial tensions. Venus in your 11th house squares Jupiter in your 8th house, and it opposes Saturn in your 5th house, creating tensions between social aspirations and financial responsibilities. Focus on what you truly value and be cautious with your finances. Career and partnership insights are coming to you with that Cazimi in your 10th house. It highlights your career, but the square to Uranus in your 7th house suggests changes in relationships may challenge your career goals. Balance your ambitions with your relationship dynamics. There's a creative and financial balance. Well, it's going to be showing itself with that Jupiter Saturn square in your eighth and fifth houses. It may bring some creative blocks or financial dependencies. Invest time in creative pursuits and manage shared resources carefully. The full moon is going to illuminate your fourth house of home, family, and it brings changes related to your living situation and family dynamics. With Uranus in your seventh house of partnerships, expect sudden shifts in your relationships. Focus on creating a harmonious home environment and addressing family issues as they arise, Scorpio. Sagittarius, career versus relationship commitments. Venus is in your 10th house, squares Jupiter in the 7th house, and opposes Saturn in the 4th, creating tension between career goals and relationships or family responsibilities. Stay focused on career goals to navigate these challenges. Expanding your horizons with that Cazimi in your 9th house highlights your learning and travel. But the square in Uranus in your 6th house suggests changes in daily routines may challenge your broader goals. Stay flexible and open to new methods. I just got pets too. That 6th house energy, there's something about pets, okay, for whoever that is. Home and partnership balance. The Jupiter Saturn square in your 7th and 4th houses may bring domestic issues or relationship conflicts. So foster open communication and focus on creating harmony at home, because that full moon is going to illuminate your 3rd house of communication, and it highlights your relationships with siblings, neighbors, and your local community. Uranus in your 6th house may bring up some unexpected changes in your work environment or health routines. Enhance your communication skills and engage with your community to navigate these shifts, Sagittarius. Capricorn, learning versus daily responsibilities. Venus in your 9th house squares Jupiter in your 6th house and opposes Saturn in your 3rd house, creating tensions between your desire for learning or travel and daily responsibilities. Prioritize your goals. Be realistic about your limits. Transformation and intimacies coming up for you. Listen to that Cazimi in your 8th house. It's going to bring some clarity to shared resources and deep relationships. But the square to Uranus in your 5th house suggests changes in creativity or romance may challenge your financial strategies. So embrace new approaches. You're going to have some communication and routine improvements. The Jupiter Saturn square in your 6th and 3rd houses may bring health issues or communication breakdowns, but prioritize your health and clear the communication. That full moon on Monday is going to illuminate in your 2nd house of finances, values, and to bring financial matters and personal assets to the forefront. Uranus in your 5th house may introduce unexpected expenses or changes related to children, love affairs, or creative projects. It is time to manage your finances wisely and reflect on what truly matters to you. Okay, Aquarius. Financial and relationship stress. Venus in your 8th house squares Jupiter in the 5th and opposes Saturn in the 2nd, creating tension in financial concerns or power dynamics. In relationships, lean on friends for supports. Partnership clarity is coming with that Cazimi in your 7th house. It's going to bring clarity to partnerships, but it is square to Uranus in your 4th house, which suggests changes in domestic life may impact relationships. Embrace the shifts in family dynamics for your growth. Creativity and financial balance is going to be a focus. The Jupiter Saturn square in your 5th and 2nd houses may bring financial constraints or creative frustrations. Balance creative pursuits with financial responsibilities. That full moon, it is in your 1st house, illuminating identity and personal growth, and it shines a lot on those who are and what you want to achieve. With Uranus in your 4th house, there could be sudden changes in your home or family life that impact your sense, and that will impact your sense of self. Focus on personal growth and self expression, embracing your creativity while balancing your role with community, Aquarius. Pisces, relationships and dynamics versus personal needs. Venus in your seventh house squares Jupiter in the fourth, opposing Saturn in the first, creating tensions between relationship dynamics and personal needs. Focus on self care and setting boundaries. Health and communication. The Cazimi in your sixth house highlights health and routines. But the square to Uranus in your third house suggests changes in communications may challenge your routines. So be open to new ways of thinking and interacting. And let that energy come in. There's some energy around home and identity growth. That Jupiter Saturn square in your fourth and first houses may bring domestic issues or identify a crisis, so focus on personal growth and creating a supportive home environment. And that full moon on Monday is going to illuminate your 12th house of spirituality and the subconscious, bringing hidden issues to the surface. Uranus in your third house may lead to unexpected insights in communication or your local environment. Take time for introspection and focus on your spiritual practices using this period for healing and renewal. Okay, that concludes our all sign focus and illumination. And now we're going to move into our energy transmission. So during this time of chaos, be the love. That's what I can tell everybody, no matter what house that it is for you during the chaos, be the love. Ooh, let's breathe that in and what that's like to be the love. So use your breath and come into your own awareness. And we're going to open up our crowns and our central column, our light body, to receive the codes for the transmission that are air codes. They're to air mission, what we came in, your individualized personal mission and your mission to the collective. Ooh, so breathe that in and allow that illumination to come through your central column, drop it all the way down into the core of Gaia's heart, into the love and acceptance and the celebration that she has for you. Feel the energy of that. She holds your earth records with your earth mission, and you can connect to it at any time. So breathe in the energy, and we're going to disconnect from the chaotic mind of humanity that's out there. So just unplug from it and bring all your awareness, all your psychic awareness back into you and not out there. Quit giving it away or being nosy and connecting to all of it. Ooh, yeah. Be the love in the chaos. Be the love in the chaos. Nekotela setiro no kachate se nehetola. Ona karitora shitikera. No kotare setelo no karietara nasata karieturo inashata ikura sitikeretara. So breathe that in. I'm seeing an opening in the third eye, but it's like deeper. It's behind the eyes themselves. Oh, it's connecting the intuitive eye mind to the awakened mind, the all knowing through your eyes. It's making that connection through your own DNA personal eyes. There's some kind of codes that are coming in that way for clarity of the vision. Ooh, breathe that in. Okay, now we're going to activate our infinity codes to balance our earth purpose, soul purpose, and God conscious purpose into one unified working system that we are. So be it. So be it. So be it. Thank you so much for embodying a DNA skin suit, for being the gift to humanity that you are. May you be blessed with the love and the light that you reflect out into the world. So, this is Kimberly with Celestial Juju. Like, share, and don't forget, do your freaky dance and be your freaky self. May you be blessed.